Hey everybody, it's your boy Max with 104 here. In today's video, we're going to be building Salt Lake City, Utah, which was a request from a comment that I got. And I did try building this set a long time ago, but it didn't work. My brain was too tiny. But now, I've decided to go back and retry it. And this time, we were able to successfully build it. And this one turned out to be actually one of my favorites because it didn't include too many buildings. But I loved the specific one, I don't know what it's called. Poop. But anyway, it's just a really cool building that I liked, and I had so much fun making it because I added some new tree pieces in here, and I added some orange ones too, which is pretty cool. As a side of like fall kind of trees. But here we're gonna build the Wells Fargo Center, I believe, in Salt Lake City. It's gonna be one of the like 3 buildings. I'm gonna build the Capitol building and another one. But this one's a sort of triangular shape building. That's kind of flat on some ends. It's kind of tall in the back, not too much. There's over layers of glass and then not glass, back and forth. I had tried building this a couple different times in different ways. Basically, just using studs on the back side for the effect and these pillar pieces, but instead I ended up replacing them and just using the triangular pieces for a more inaccurate version, but more possible version. And we could skip the old designs to get to the new one just because it took a long time. So here we are building the final design for it, which is the triangular pieces back and forth with this light blue see-through color for glass. And then this part was kind of funky in the front. It kind of had these weird like ins and outs kind of thing. So I put these bricks with studs on them, so I could put what I had envisioned as the slope pieces, the 1x1 slope pieces. And yeah, here are 2x1 slope pieces in the dark blue. I eventually changed it to the glass color, but yeah, like that. And then at the top, same sort of triangular thing, using these it's more turquoise-ish color, and then there's some gray at the top as well, which I used using these weird pieces. I don't know how to describe them, just weird pieces. And I had some studs in there, so I could put these numbered kind of helipad looking things. I'm not sure what they are, but they have like the letter V on them, and then on the top, and kind of angle them that way. And then in this back part right here, there's like this weird circle thing at the top and an antenna. So we're gonna put the little circle thing and then the antenna. I eventually changed the antenna because I realized it was too tall, because the other building I was building was supposed to be the tallest. The Astra Tower is taller than that one, so I had to change that. And then just plunk it right on there, but I ended up putting some supports under it, so it wasn't just like floating on there. And then we just put it on there just like that, and then we put our street around it, which is usually just light gray for like sidewalk. It's more light gray, and we had some little trees in it. Same palm tree design. They were the only palm trees I would use in this though. Instead, I just went with some the flower piece studs, and I used some dark green, or not dark green, some regular green, light green, and this dark orange color for the trees. Let me take a bite of my cereal. There are trees and the orange one, and now we're building the, what do they call it, Astra Tower. This one was really cool, and I don't think it's been built yet because all the pictures I saw look like renderings, and on Google Earth isn't the most updated website, but even then I don't think it's there yet. It might, it's under construction, pretty sure, but I don't think it's been completed yet. I could be wrong though, but anyways, decided to build it because it looked cool. It has this sort of white part in the front, like that, and then it's got these various sections with like greenery in it, like plants and trees, which I think is really cool. And right there we put some. I had to change a couple of sections to make it more accurate. But here we have just like we're gonna use mostly white and the see-through white color. And then over here on this side, there is like a light blue that goes all the way up, but I fixed that later. And then on the sides, there's not really any glass on the sides, but in the middle there is. So I have that section, and then up here there's another part with like trees and stuff. I think it's really cool. And then this kind of overhang thing that I really like. And then on this side, we continue up this with the glass. And then this side, this part's like kind of the same thing all the way up. Just glass and the white plate all the way. And then adding some more here. This is what I changed it to the blue. And then that bottom part, I had to replace it all with plates instead of bricks. So here we are replacing the thing with the light blue see-through glass. I just ended up changing all of it. I was thinking of putting like a light blue regular not see-through piece, but I decided against it. So instead we're going to use these 2x3 plates, and we're going to turn them all into light blue. And then we're going to make it go all the way up to almost the top, where there's another overhang section up there. And then back here, there's like this weird little gray section. And at the bottom, it's also still the white and white overlays. And here, there's that really random gray part. It's kind of cool. And then here's the more basic part, I'd say, which is the back and forth whites. And then I have some random little grays in here just to separate it into sections. And then up here, there's that second overhang part I had mentioned on top of the gray part, which is, as usual, there's some trees and an overhang. Looks really cool. Little pathway. Take another bite of my cereal. Some trees. And the overhang right here. This overhang's a bit higher than the other ones, because it's the actual ceiling. Like that. And then on that side is still the white and the white again, all the way up to there. And at the top, we smooth it out. And I had to change the antenna on the Wells Fargo. They're basically done. And now we got to build the base for it. It doesn't have to be too big. The base for the Wells Fargo was bigger. And then, bam, we're basically done with it. We just got to add the sidewalk and the floors. Put some little trees in the front, like that. And then now we're on to our next final building, which is the Capitol building, the Utah Capitol building, which is basically like any other Capitol building you probably see. Doesn't have to be too crazy. It's that same sort of strip down the middle, and then it kind of elevates in the front a little bit, and at the top it's rounded. I ended up making it a little bit longer just to make it a little bit more accurate. Here we have some pillars in the front, and then at the top we're putting more plates, and then we're going to put these slanted slope pieces on the sides, and then these other weird slope pieces, and then we're going to make this one taller. And then up here we're going to put our round part, which is just like a round thing and then another round thing with a spire on top. And over here, extending it outward just to have more space, because why not? And I'm going to change that to gray. And now we got to build the, I wouldn't say it's on a mountain, it's more like on a hill. And I made it really tall at the beginning, so I ended up just making it like super duper short. So we can skip to that real quick. And here we are with our final design. Again, a bit tall, don't worry about it. We changed it eventually. Because it really isn't that tall of a mountain, or of a hill, to be honest. It's still kind of high, but I can't really do that in LEGO architecture. It's just going to look too out of place. So then we're going to have the green in the front. It's got like these tan steps that go up to it. And then a bit more hill design. And then around the outside, there is a street color. And then I added some little more space over here just because, I mean, it's called Salt Lake City. So I have to at least include somewhat of the Great Salt Lake in it. Because, why not? So I'm basically just going to add some like sand color, tan, and then some blue for the color of it. From Google Earth, it's a really gross green color, but I wanted to make it like a nice blue color. And you're adding green underneath it. And then we're adding the nameplate to it and the weird thing on the outside, and then render it as usual, and bam, we have our Salt Lake City. Here's what the, I guess, kind of the city looks like. Obviously the Astra Tower is not there, but that's because it's not built yet. You can kind of see the buildings. I don't know if this is whatever. And here's our Salt Lake City. This one actually became one of my favorites to build because, like I said, I love building the Astra Tower. It's such an interesting design because it's so modern, and it has the different elevated sections with the like trees and whatnot. I thought that was super cool, and overall, I enjoyed this set. I hope you did too. And if you did, leave a like, subscribe, comment what city you want me to do next. And with all that said, we'll catch you in the next one. Bye.